Hello everyone and welcome. I'm your host, Joseph J. Dadich, and I'm an attorney CPA and the creator of the nation's first 20-minute emergency estate planning blueprint for busy real estate entrepreneurs. And today we are going to reveal for the first time the #1 best-selling book out there on the market related to your emergency estate planning blueprint, and also some nuances that are going to give you the peace of mind to know that you and your family and loved ones are protected. First and foremost, does your family have the 15 critical items every real estate entrepreneur's estate plan needs to protect them from emotional and financial disasters when a loved one dies? Odds are that you are in the minority of having zero estate planning in place. And in fact, in my experience, less than 10% of estate plans out there actually have the 15 critical items. So it's very rare that I find in my office and my staff reviews some of these plans that have been drawn up over the years to actually have the effective documents and clauses and systems in place to actually protect you. Isn't that what you want? You're creating this real estate empire for yourself, and you definitely have your family protected. And real quick, the reason why you're doing this is to prevent not just emotional turmoil, but also financial turmoil. And as you saw here on our slide, it can cost your family $20, $30, $40, $50,000, if not more, even on a small estate. Even if you just have a couple homes that you're rehabbing and your own personal home, or you have some other assets, retirement plans, and things like that. It can get very costly. I in turn specialize in probate litigation, probate contests, and whatnot. Here we are. Do you fear having an angry tenant coming back and suing you? Because nowadays, who knows who's going to slip and fall? And in our society, everyone and most people are litigious, and attorneys are out there looking for work. Also, for many investors, you are great targets for lawsuits because you own assets, you may have a second job, or your spouse works, and there may be joint bank accounts to where if you do have a judgment against you, one of these creditors can come and take it. There's certain protections that you need in place. Also, do you fear your family being stuck in probate court, which can last up to a year, 2 years, if not longer? In addition, do you fear your family leaving your family with a huge legal bill when you're gone? Or do you fear your creditor suing and taking your spouse's and family's rental properties away from the rightful beneficiaries of those properties? And lastly, do you fear having your family run to a probate court to determine if you're incapacitated? These are costly and expensive items, and if these are things that you fear, then this is the place, and this is the message, and this is the book that you in turn are going to want to have. And we're going to give you a special offer. Once we finish here, I'm going to give you a great benefit and also some other solutions for you in protecting you and your assets. The Legal Insider is going to reveal in this book the real estate entrepreneur's myths exposed. It's first of its kind. I've researched this over years, and it's titled "Celebrity Estate Plans Gone Bad: The Secrets Every Real Estate Entrepreneur Needs to Prevent Financial and Emotional Turmoil When a Loved One Dies." This best-selling book is going to reveal to you the 3 myths of estate planning, and in less time, in 20 minutes or less, I can actually go through and provide with you the solutions necessary to protect your family. In fact, it's less time than it takes to go to a grocery store. So I don't want to hear, well, it takes too long, or it's something that I can't get done. It's literally, in fact, it's the same amount of time as watching a TV show, because it's only 20 minutes out of a 30-minute show. Also, you're going to have access to our first of its kind real estate investor VIP legal concierge package, and it is a must-have for your industry. Also, you in turn will learn in my book how to get your very own platinum waiver and release to allow you that peace of mind to sleep at night when and if you have angry tenants, or when you have tenants who are just physically leaving your properties. I'm going to reveal to you for the first time how this form that we've created will actually help you. Many attorneys don't even realize these nuances because they are just form-driven attorneys. I've physically litigated over 1,000 cases. I've been in the courts through contract cases, real estate cases, of course probate contests when families get upset at each other. I'm the guy that gets called in to clean up the mess. Also, some of the myths that are out there, why you may not need a family limited partnership. And you're going to see what one of our clients' testimonials was with regards to a program that they purchased and how ineffective many of these really are and why this is the #1 solution for you. Also, the 15 critical points that every effective estate plan needs, and our very own, and this has actually been reported on widely across the web and through TV and media sources, our evil in-law protector clause, and how it may save you and your surviving spouse from the emotional turmoil. Plus, you're going to get much, much more. We're going to go through a couple of those here before I get into the actual system and some of the nuances in the book. And at the end, I'm going to show you a way how to immediately put over $12,000 into your pocket immediately. And that's part of what my system is going to show you. Also, important here is how our system saved a diabetic's life. This is actually going to shock you as part of the book and part of the planning. Also, why a will is not enough to protect your kids from having the state raise them. I can't tell you how many clients I have come and see me, and they don't realize that they've gone to other attorneys or they've utilized LegalZoom, Susie Orman, you name it, or the attorney down the road, and all they place them in is a will or trust. There's additional protections that you need. If you have small kids out there, it doesn't matter how much money you have, but imagine this. Would you want your crazy Uncle Bob or Aunt Lily, who's the drunk in the family, to actually raise your kids? A will is not enough. There's certain steps you need. Check out critical point 8 in my book when you get it, because I know you're going to want to read this. But wait, there's more. You're also going to get access to our never before seen certificate of guarantee. That's going to add an immediate $5,600 to your pocket. Now, I can't reveal to you all the nuances, but I can tell you this. One of the most tragic and myths of estate planning is once you sign your documents, and those of you that are out there that have done your documents and created your documents, that very next day your documents may fail. So what do you have to do? You have to call your attorney back. You have to call somebody. Hopefully it's the attorney. And I've worked with many financial advisors in some cases who are trying to provide legal advice. Please stay away from that. If you get into our Platinum VIP Legal Concierge membership, you can have access to one of our team members. Also, our life-saving 24/7 medical access system to ensure your documents are retrievable at any time. You can't imagine the number of clients that we have that live not only here in the States, but outside of the country, and also, and in fact, outside of the state. But that, in turn, is going to be revealed for the first time here in this book that you, in turn, are going to get access to. So stick around for some fun. Now, who else uses some of these planning strategies that we're talking about? Our 20-minute emergency estate planning blueprint has our clauses are actually being used in some well-known celebrities that you in turn would recognize. One of them being Donald Trump. He in turn has a few kids, as we know. He also has a wife who's younger than him. So you have a couple parameters there. You have second family issues. You have dealing with multi-business, couple hundred millionaire, if not billionaire, depending on who you talk to, and how to protect these assets from ever going to his kids' creditors or his kids' spouses. As we know, Ivanka Trump herself has actually been, has recently been married, and one of the questions that comes up is families with second marriages or families with kids that have been married. How do you protect their assets? How do you protect your assets from ever going to them? Well, I'm going to reveal that in this book, and it's pretty shocking. The simple steps that you can take. It's fast, easy, and simple. In addition, Michael Jackson, we know, unfortunately passed away last year, and he in turn left a will that was done some time ago. Now, I'm not to say that having just a will sometimes isn't enough, because